it's Miraga, and so today I'm going to be doing like a figure anime manga haul for the month of February. So in February, a lot of my pre-orders came in from Japan finally. So I decided to compile it, and then I also bought some merch as I mentioned and some manga and decided to combine it all. So let's get started onto the video. This section I'm going to mainly do figures, but just to preface, there was a game that just came out in January called Twisted Wonderland. And I've known about Twisted Wonderland for a while. I really wanted to play it, but there was really only a Japanese game of it, or Japanese translation of it, so I never really got to play it. I know I could look onto YouTube for the translations, but I was like, I really just want to play it. And in January, the English translations came, and I've been playing, and now it's been like a month, even probably less than a month, and I'm already on level or rank 32 or 33. And I didn't know how like far I was until I compared to my friends who were playing, who were still at level 10. So a lot of the items will be that, and because of that, before I pre-ordered these two, just because I knew I was going to like the game, even before the English translations are out and they released the news about the English. So I got Riddle, Rosehearts, the figure from Aniplex. So the thing with these, they were Aniplex Plus exclusives, so they weren't available on sites like AmiAmi, or the place I usually get it was just Tokyo Otaku Mode. So a lot of these were from AitaiKuji, which is a site that I use occasionally, but not too much because shipping is really expensive. Because here is a Riddle, and then of course I'm going to be showing like close-ups later, but right now they're still in boxes because I really just got them. So here is Riddle Rosehearts. I really like him because of the base. I've heard like mixed things about him on my figure collection, on how like his base is so hard to like put together, and maybe it wasn't not as up to standard to some people. He looks pretty good right now. When I put them again together, I don't know if I'll hate it or not. But here is the 1/8 Riddle Rosehearts. So he is not my favorite house warden. My favorite house warden is Villainess. But as of right now, Riddle's the only one that's out. And the next one who I'm going to be showing, who is Leona Kingscholar, who is the house warden for Savannah Claw, or the Lion King house. And he is not my favorite either, but I really like him. He just got released this month, or technically in January, after being delayed for 2 months. So I really like him, but he has kind of been my favorite since finishing the second book of Twisted Wonderland. I don't know, he just is really cool. And now in the third book, he's getting a little more backstory and stuff, so I like him. So the other Twisted Wonderland figure that is supposed to be like coming from this line that's already painted is Azul, Ashen Grotto, who is the one for Little Mermaid. But as of right now, he is not released yet, but I have pre-ordered him. Hopefully they can do the other ones, because I know Column, who is the one for Aladdin's house, is coming soon. Hopefully like people from Ingleheim, Pomfiore, and Yoseminia get figures too, or at least the house wardens get figures, because I really like these two. Really like these two. I don't know. I'm going to put it on my shelf with my Black Butler figures, because Twisted Wonderland is made by Disney, but illustrated by Yamato Oso, who is the creator of Black Butler. So the next scale that I got, this actually released back in October, but again, I really don't like paying for shipping, so I usually pick the cheapest shipping available. I mean, I could wait like 2 months. It doesn't really need to be like immediate. InuYasha Hobby Max scale figure. I am forgetting how much he is in terms of like the scale of it. But of course I'll probably put it in here. So the thing interesting about the Twisted Wonderland figures and this InuYasha figure, which is also really nice, they weren't available on AmiAmi or any other site except sites that I don't usually use, because it's not that I don't use them because they're just not my preferred. So I got him off Solaris Japan when they were doing pre-orders back in like possibly 2021. I pre-ordered him a long time ago. So I also bought Shishomaru, but he is like somewhere in customs in New Jersey right now. Hopefully he'll come soon, but I didn't want to wait because my boxes were piling up and I really need to like clean to do like a room tour or something. So here is InuYasha. He looks really cool out of the box from what I've seen in pictures, and of course when I do the kind of like pan through of all these figures, he's probably gonna look really nice too. So here he is. I'm excited to have him. So the next figure that I got, I got him like around January or December. And I'm just gonna put him in here because he just needs to go in here, and I have not like unboxed him. So the one figure I'm talking about is the Itadori Yuji figure from Kotobukiya from Jujutsu Kaisen. I've been wanting to collect these figures. I don't know if I'm totally in love with this Yuji, but of course I bought this from my local anime figure store. I don't know, but I'm excited because I saw One Fest and they're coming out with like other, not Kotobukiya, but another company is coming out with Jujutsu Kaisen figures that are really nice. But I decided to pick him up because I was like, kind of want to collect these scales. But I don't know if I'll collect this line or a different line. But as of right now, I have this Yuji. The last figure I got was from Tokyo Otaku Mode for Haikyuu. So for Haikyuu, I've been meaning to get this figure from Miya and Atsumu's team. Miya and Atsumu, they're both Miya. They're the Miya twins. Osamu and Atsumu's team, which I am forgetting the name as of right now, but of their team. But I really wanted to get this figure of their captain, who is Kita, Shinsuke Kita. And funny thing about him is like, so for a lot of the Nendoroids for Haikyuu, I have most of them with the exception of Akashi, who I just pre-ordered. Actually, technically I have him. I got pre-ordered because Bokuto and Akashi like went on for real release. I have most of the Haikyuu like main set of Nendoroids except for Liev and this other guy from Nekoma that I can't remember his name. But for him, like, going back to my point, he was out of stock on Tokyo Otaku Mode, and then I was like, dang, should have gotten him, but I was just like kind of waiting for a sale so I can get him for cheap. And then all of a sudden I got an email saying he's up for restock, and I had like points for Tom, so I was like, might as well, because I want to get him. So here he is. He's gonna go up with the Miya twins, and I'm really excited to have him. So the next stuff I have are more merch, and now that I'm looking at it, I forgot that some of the Twisted Wonderland figures came with like extras and freebies, so I'm gonna pull those ones out first. For the Riddle figure, it came with an illustration of Riddle and also a badge of Riddle that is the same pose and like, you know, illustration from the figure. So here it is. And then with Leona, it also had a exclusive illustration too. I don't think it had a badge that was supposed to come with it. If there was, oops, I might have thrown it away. Keeping with the Twisted Wonderland theme, so there was an Etsy seller called Bunstan who was selling official Twisted Wonderland Twisted Wonderland merch, and I decided to buy one of those laying down plushies. I really wanted the other ones, but they were sold out, so I got who was my other favorite house warden, which was Leona. So he is really cute. Don't know really where to put him yet, but I am happy to have him. I really kind of do want to collect all the Twisted Wonderland, like these kind of plushies. They're like so cute, and they're not as big as like, you know, the regular ones, but gotta pace myself or not do that because I am running out of room. And if I had all the Twisted Wonderland boys, there's a lot of them. So I don't think I will end up collecting all of them, or maybe I'll just collect the ones. Moving on to other merch too. So from AitaiKuji, who is where I bought the Twisted Wonderland merch, they did lucky bags or Fukubukuro, which is something that they do, or Japan does in New Year's. And it's just kind of like a surprise bag. They had one for free, Iwatowi Swim Club, and Free is my favorite anime of all time. So I decided to get it, and I opened it already just because I couldn't wait. So for this one, I got like this Sosuke like food stirrer. I don't think I would use it for food. I'd probably take it out. And I was really happy with this bag because it was mostly Rin and Sosuke, and Rin and Sosuke are my two favorite Free boys. So I was really happy to see a lot of them. There is also like this sticker of Sosuke, and I think a lot of it is from like their birthday collaborations, most of them. I also got this poster, but it's of Ikuya. I was actually really happy to have this. This is from a really big Rin keychain from his birthday. I don't remember which birthday it is, but for a lot of anime characters, like, you know, stores put out special merch for their birthday. So Rin, I was happy to get this one. Another one I got as a can badge for Haruka's birthday, or Haru's birthday. The one I was really excited when I saw this was actually a voice CD of Rin and Sosuke. That was like a kind of like an exclusive, you know, when you do Kujis. And I was excited to have this because there's other versions of like Haru and Rin and Makoto and Rin, but I really wanted the Sosuke and the Rin one, so I was excited to have that. Next up, I have manga that I bought for this month. So for the first two mangas that I bought were actually volumes that I was missing for this series, which is the Fullmetal Alchemist limited edition or special edition hardcovers of 1 and 4. So I got most of the series when Barnes & Noble was having that 50% off hardcovers, so I bought most of that series there. But then of course they were missing 1, 2, and 4. So when I bought 1 when Right Stuff was having a sale on their romance, but I mean this wasn't really on sale, but I just kind of put it on there. And then recently I went to Kinokuniya and they had 4, and I was like, wow, that's out of stock everywhere, so I bought it. The next volumes that I bought were volumes 2, 3, and 4 of My Senpai Is Annoying. So I really fell in love with the anime. I thought it would be something I wasn't really into, honestly, but then I just found the anime to be really cute. And usually I don't like tsundere girls, but Futaba is just really like, I really liked her personality and like stuff like that, and her relationship with Senpai, and even the side characters from My Senpai Annoying, the other two couple that's there. I really enjoy them, so I wanted to pick up and like kind of continue reading. So the next volumes that I got were the last volume of Star-Crossed by Junko, and Junko is the same creator who made Kiss Him Not Me. And I already read this. It was an okay ending. I wish that the author fleshed it out a lot more, just because I feel like she rushed through the ending a lot, like kind of explain why they body switch. So yeah, I think I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is like a body switching manga about a teenage girl who really loves this idol named Chika, but you kind of, in volume 4, you kind of find out why they do that body switch, but I just wish it was more fleshed out. I mean, it was a cute, fun series, and there's even a small part at the end where the Kiss Him Not Me characters like come and make a cameo, so I thought it was pretty cool. So the next volume I got was volume 30 of My Hero Academia, and stuff is getting heavy in My Hero Academia. So I already know what happens. I haven't finished reading, but I know what happens in this volume because there's a lot of secrets that are revealed that, you know, weren't really necessary secrets. But I am very excited, and I know that the manga, from at least what Horikoshi is saying, is coming to an end pretty soon. So I'm excited to where it is going to go, but I feel sad because I really do love My Hero. And it just, gosh, these final, not final, but these like last few chapters, you know, not going so hot for the heroes in the story. So I'm excited to kind of read it for myself. And this is actually an early release depending on when I decide to upload this video. This is supposed to come out in like March, but I found it like in February. So I'm really excited about that. The next one I got was My Next Life as a Villainess side story on the Verge of Doom. So I read this online a few months ago, before there came an official release, but when I heard there was going to be an official release, I got it. So this is a side story, or kind of a spin-off of My Next Life as a Villainess. So My Next Life as a Villainess, the main story is about a girl that gets kind of isekai'd into her favorite otome game, and she wants to live in that game. So she does everything to avoid the doom flags. But in that one, she kind of realizes that she got isekai'd when she was, the character was canonically like young, so like 10, I think 10 or something, really young. And she kind of changes the course of the story. But on the spin-off My Next Life as a Villainess on the Verge of Doom, it's kind of like the hard mode of what she was doing. So instead of knowing that she is a character, or knowing that she is supposed to avoid all these doom flags at like 10 or 6, whatever, I forget the name, I forget the time, she ends up figuring it out when she's 15 and really only has like at most like 6 months before, you know, those doom flags come. So it's basically the hard mode of the original story. But in reality, I actually enjoyed this one. I mean, I enjoyed the original one. I enjoyed this because, you know, you get some like slight angst from some of the characters. So that's why I really like this one a little bit more. But, you know, it's a fun story, and if you like the original of this, I think you'd like this one too. So the next one I got was from a recommendation on TikTok, and also I did kind of find this interesting. This is another kind of isekai story, and it is called The Savior's Book Cafe Story in Another World. So it is kind of like another isekai series, and I don't usually like isekai series, but I think I'm finding that it's a little bit more relatable right now, in the sense that, you know, most of the characters in isekais are male. So I'm really excited to read this. I heard really good things about it. The last manga that I got was Ima Koi, Now I'm in Love by Ayuko Hata. So I picked this up mainly because of this guy. He looked really cute, and not just cute. He looked kind of very hot, so I decided to pick him up. And then I realized that when I was looking at the back, as I do, I think this is the same people that made Wolf Girl and the Black Prince. So I want to see how that is. Wolf Girl and the Black Prince, I did watch that anime and manga and read that manga a long time ago. Did it age well? Probably not, but, you know, that was, you know, interesting and kind of fun to read when you were younger. But I'm interested on how this one really is, so I'm excited for that. And I guess the last thing that I got was kind of like it's kind of an art book, illustration book. Don't really know what to call it. I just really like the art. It is called the S Illustrative Making Book, Volume 3. I wish I read Japanese well enough to kind of read who the artists are. I mainly picked it up because I really liked how the two people on this cover is. And it does have some of the art, but mainly it also looks at like how the artists made those paintings, which I thought was very interesting. Even though I wouldn't really follow because I don't really do too much art, at least this kind of art. So So with that, I wonder how long this video is. Hopefully it's not too long or else it's going to get cut down in editing. I am finished with my figure haul. Please let me know what figures you've got, or if you've been playing Twisted Wonderland, because I've been playing Twisted Wonderland way too much. It always happens to me with, like, when I get really into something, I just go full force. That happened with me in Twisted Wonderland, me and Yakuza, which is still in my head, so... amazingly, there was no Yakuza merch in here. Let me know what you guys got this month or the previous months, or what anime you've been watching this season. And with that, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!